For anyone who's watching, if you don't know what's going on, one of my friends asked me on how I drew this specific sketch that you hopefully will be able to see on the screen now. So I'm going to show you how I personally drew this. Because I told her I would, so might as well. Hi. And look at you, you get free time. Usually during like breaks and dinner and such, we're not allowed our phones out. Get told off and confiscated for a week usually. No idea what recess is. Whatever it is, we don't have it here. I didn't say that much. Oh, that reminds me. One of my friends has been sick for, again, she had an entire week off. Personally, that's one of the things that I usually don't have. I'm very rarely sick at school. Which a lot of the time is rather annoying, but you know. It's better than being sick. Lucky. Usually we just have like lunch and then back to lessons. Fair enough, like we do have a couple minutes of free time, but like it's not much, to be fair. So when it rains, you're allowed to stay inside, essentially. Lucky. If that is the case, anyway. Usually if it rains for us, we have to go outside. The only time I'm allowed inside if there's like a tornado's just passed or something. Which doesn't happen very often. Picture of the leather dress. I'll make sure to check that out at some point. Why did you delete Sketch? Because I was wondering about that, because I just didn't find anything else, like, nothing was posted on your account. And I posted at school, thank you, because I actually want to see what you're on about now. So this... well, I don't really blame you. Yeah, I had to delete it on my phone for that exact reason as well, but, like... found other ways around it. Like, use my tablet like I am now. See, oh, well. Irony, since that was your old name on Sketch. And the name that you tried to get me to name one of my OCs a while ago. Yeah, that actually became like a type of joke in my class for a while between some of my friends. Just because you literally just said oatmeal, like no context whatsoever. Still don't know like the reasoning behind why you picked the name, but you know, still a running joke though. It's like one of those inside jokes that like a bunch of us just have for no reason whatsoever. It's just there. Yeah, it was actually quite funny, like, but it was very confusing as well. It's just randomly. If you have Discord, no, I do not. I don't have many things. I only have Christmas. Where's that? Write music. Look at you. I can't write music for the life of me. But I only have. Well, I have Wattpad, Sketch, Hangout, and Amino mainly. There's not really much else I can get. I'm not allowed to. But it's still live on YouTube. I don't think so. I don't really call people that much, so. I think the last proper call that I've actually had was. I think that was the group call we had on Amino, and that was a really long time ago. Well, I wasn't really surprised, to be honest. Well, not really, because, like, no offense to it, but he kind of had that look. Your whole. Fair enough. Yeah, I personally wouldn't be able to do that, but to each their own. Oh my god. You might, I don't know. Because I haven't changed my phone number or anything in a while. It was before I had Sketch, last time I changed it, so. I, I, I don't even remember last time I actually had chocolate cake, to be fair. But all I know is that it was a really long time ago. Well, to some people, I guess. This is the longest life. This is the longest life has ever worked for me. I've had to go for longer live streams, to be fair. But sometimes they do work, sometimes they don't. It depends on how the internet is, usually. Yeah, I understand what you mean. But personally, I wouldn't know because, you know, my eating disorder. And then it has been a very, very long time. Well, first off, you're not ugly, to begin with. The fact that people are calling you that, just ignore them, that's all I can say. Trust me, it could always be worse. Especially in the school I'm from. Old girls' school. What's your opinion on my first? Personally, out of all your C's, he's one of my favourite ones, to be fair. But usually I try not to have, like, opinions on other OCs because most of the time I don't really know them that well. That's the case with this one, I don't know him too well. Mainly because it was one of the first ones that I knew. And it's the one I know you for off the top of my head, to be fair. And anything else you guys want me to draw? Because I don't really know at this point. Because half the stuff I've either already drawn or I've drawn in real life. I don't know, I could try and make it like a certain character's type of teeth. Great comeback. Yeah, I know how it is. Half my friends don't know about most of the things I talk about daily because, I don't know. But as I said before, I talk about things daily and half the people I talk to them about have no idea. So it's always entertaining for me though. Any other ideas what I should draw? Because I can't really do much with just teeth. Yeah, I know how that feels. I mean, as of right now, I'm literally just sitting in my room. I've got my food next to me, and then I've got loads of food up there. Well, the lag was expected. In a couple of days, I'm going to the cinema. Don't know when, but I am apparently with my dad as well. I'm gonna go see the new Queen movie. Don't remember the name off the top of my head. Well, it's the same for some of mine, but not all of mine. Most of my teeth are more rounded than the others. But I do have a couple, like, fangs, more or less. Same with my sister, actually. She's got, like, 2 giant teeth on either side, then the 2 giant front teeth at the front. Well, teeth at the front. Any ideas what I should draw? Because I'm already finished with this. And I can't really think of much else to add on to it. We need to open. We could probably do that later, actually. I mean, I've got time. Wait. You can't see it on here. I don't think I've shown it, but I've got a cupboard right across the room from me, and it's really dark in there, and there's so many dead spiders in there. There's nobody ever goes in there. Perfect thing to see in the middle of the night when you're getting up to put on a film. Yeah, well, giant ones aren't, but you know, the smaller they are, the better. I can't. I don't have like a ref sheet of your OC, and I can't just like go down here and get the colours from it. That's what always annoys me. Like, I can't draw a character if I don't have the ref, and it's because my memory is really bad. Like half my own OCs I can't draw without the ref. Can't, because I'm not going to show off all of the stuff that I have on here because a bunch of it I haven't finished yet, and I'm not going to like show all of your sketches as well. Yeah. And I don't have any of yours saved on my tablet already. Once again, if I did that, I'd have to go out and you'd see all the stuff on my page, and I haven't finished half of it. No, that's horrible. Actually, I don't know. I'll do a type of redraw or something. Not on this app, I can't. It's really annoying like that. I can't just like make it stop, 'cause if I do that, it'll just end it altogether. Yeah, I could draw Thrasher like probably either tomorrow or on the weekend. To be fair, and I could do another live stream where I do draw Thrasher, but you'd have to wait until the weekend before I could do that. Do any of you guys have a favourite animatronic OC of mine? I could have like, you know, one on either side. To have teeth like that. No. Um, 40 foot. Yeah, I'll have like Avenging one and finding the other probably. Why not? Yes, he is. That's something like I went for when I first created him. Well, kind of. But fun fact, Namako was actually supposed to be Fang. It was supposed to be like the male equivalent type thing. So if you knew me before I'd sketched, then yeah, that would have been Fang. But then I decided it looked too different from Fang, so I decided just to keep it as a different character altogether. That's that's my opinion on most of the stuff that I draw. Whenever I draw like Akeelia, for example, whenever I draw them, I just feel like I've drawn them cuter than before. They just end up taking away from the fact that they're supposed to be creepy. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say between. Well, I'd say about 9.5 to be fair. You date who? Namako or Kane? Okay, that's who you're on about. Right, because I can't see all the text. That's assuming it's half the stuff I draw. To be fair, if I got a chance, I would probably date them. That's definitely one way to spell his name. What's your favourite season? Um, hmm. Just in general, if I had to pick a favourite OC of yours, I'd always go for the cheese because that's the first one that I actually knew. But I don't know. It's either Lilith or cheese. Always will be. Yeah, no. I just like tomato cheese because that's what I'm used to. Yes, she is very Andrew, to be fair. We'll be on that side. No. We'll be on this side. I'm confused at this point. I'm confusing myself more than anything. To be fair, aren't most backstories though? Here's a fun fact about Fang that most people actually don't know. Originally she was really nice. You know, some of my friends who originally knew the character, but she was supposed to be like a kind of, I think a motherly character, if anything. And she was like, well, she had a nephew at one point as well, and she had a lot of brothers, but her main one was actually belonged to a friend of mine, and we used to always use the characters for well practically anything, and yeah, a lot of drama went down, but since then she's changed a lot, and I mean a lot. Although some of my friends might not like that as much, but you know, there's nothing really I can do about it at this point. What drama? Oh, because what happened was at one point her nephew had a bit of an issue where he had like it's hard to explain because like the mother was a stepmother and they didn't know, and the father wasn't the nicest, and the nephew and the niece they ended up running away and taking their the younger brother with them, and it ended up just spiraling into this like you know because they ended up going to her and to an old character of mine called Shackles, who was actually one of my friend's favourites. And sadly, I did end up getting rid of him for a bit. Yeah, I know. Could have always been worse, though. But as a result of that, because she doesn't actually like Sketch, she thinks she doesn't like all like, like when you first download it, where it says terms and agreements and such. She doesn't really like agree with them, if that makes sense. So she's no longer on Sketch. So as a result of that, we don't really roleplay as much anymore as we used to. So I have no idea what's going on with her characters anymore. Even though I do see her practically every day. I think there's way too many colours in her eyes. So yeah, what's find funny is people always end up missing out one or two, and then it's just like, you know, basically what happens is they end up leaving out a bunch of them, and then they end up not realising, and someone else will draw it differently. So I end up with like 5 different versions of Fang with like 5 different sets of eyes. I'll see if I can find it later. If I remember who that is, because my memory is really bad. I don't really know, to be honest. Like, I think she'd have more of that, like that type of voice where it's like the type of stereotypical, like, the person at school you try to avoid all the time. I don't know. You should have one of those like tough girl type voices. The more you know. Yeah, I know that's still on. Just realised. Just for simplicity's sake, I'm just gonna make it so that these are like the original models, because the original models, if you didn't know, didn't end up having fur to begin with. So I'm just doing that to make it a lot easier for me. Hello. That's not right. Oh, and if you're seeing lag now, that's literally me because it lags a lot whenever I do this. Yeah, there's a lot of lag. See? Yeah, I don't think I'll bother with that. Yeah, I'm gonna go as well soon because, time's getting on. I'm just gonna finish this and then I'm heading off as well. So, talk to you later, probably. Well, there we go. So I've got to go now as well, so talk to most of you later, maybe?